Hey guys, Stuart Charles here, HomeStudioBasics.com, helping you make sound decisions. So let's get right into the Audeze LCD-2. This is a headphone that I kind of admittedly glossed over when I was first demoing Audeze's over at Audio Advice. I listened to it in passing a couple of times, but I never really got a good sense of how it sounded. In fact, if you're looking for a flat bass, neither rolled off nor boosted, extremely flat, beautiful mid-range with slight emphasis around 1K, perfect amount, and a darker treble, this is the headphone for you. Out of all the headphones I've listened to, I really do enjoy the house sound of the Audeze's the most. Let's get right into sound. So I was actually brought to tears a couple of times listening to some old tracks that I hadn't heard in quite a while. One was by U2. I can't remember what the other one was, but yeah, right off the bat, you're going to notice soundstage and imaging is fantastic with these. Some guy was saying that the LCD-2 didn't, and I was like, I just don't agree with that at all. But with all of the LCD line, you're going to get that incredible width. You're going to start to hear things outside of your immediate vicinity. Like, I was listening to some tracks the other day with these, and I kept thinking something was going on. Like, I kept turning my head because I thought, it makes you feel like there's somebody in the room with you, or that you heard something but it's very subtle. It's not like really loud. It keeps you alert, I guess, is the best way I can put it. But the intricacy and intimacy of the music is just incredible. You'll start to hear things that were previously lost. I think this headphone was around the $1,000 mark when it first came out. Really the headphone that put Audeze on the map. Like the Ananda, it represents that $1,000 range really well, although the LCD-2C just came out. I have not gotten a chance to demo that, but I heard from Vlad over at Verge, wrote a great article on the 2C and said that it's a lot lighter. So definitely one of the main caveats of the LCD-2, as well as pretty much all Audeze headphones, is that. But we'll get into that in a second. Of course, here you're going to get that bass butter. Like, it's just so smooth and articulate, textured, has thump, but doesn't ever become overbearing. This is actually the perfect bass signature. I really prefer this bass out of over 80 headphones that I've demoed. I think the Audeze really gets it right. I mean, I think they do it better than most anyone else. Like I said, Hi-Fi Man is up there as well, but I think Audeze stands out from the crowd with regards to bass. Just perfect. I was listening to Stairway to Heaven. I haven't heard it in quite some time. I used to listen to a lot of classic rock.
You cool, man? Like how? Okay.
But I just was so amazed by all the stuff I was hearing. Specifically, vocals and instruments were more articulate, more fleshed out. It's hard for me to describe this. I try to do it in my articles, but things are just given more room to breathe and express themselves. So think about like the attack of an instrument, the sustain, and then the decay is just so spot on with these, and pretty much all Audeze's. In particular, the character of Robert Plant's voice, it was like almost unreal at some parts of the song. It seemed like he sounded different. Like, it was just really, really strange. And I got this sense when I listened to the LCD-3s a while back in 2017. Got that same exact feeling when I was listening to Pink Floyd. David Gilmour's guitars sounded different. Like, they sounded foreign, like I had never heard them before. So that's like really the best way I can describe the sound of an Audeze. It's absolutely just breathtaking in all aspects. So yeah, you're gonna love these. Try to get your hands on a pair of 2Cs because they're a lot lighter. So let's get into build comfort, because that's something I really wanted to talk about with regards to how heavy they are. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, these things will make you freaking fall over. They are way too heavy, and that's a problem with all Audeze's. I have a herniated disc. I don't know if I never told you this, but I have a herniated disc back here, and I cannot wear these for more than 30 minutes before my entire freaking neck feels like my head feels like it's gonna fall off. Comfort, aside from how heavy they are, is good. Like, the clamp force is really good. Like, it doesn't, I mean, you look like a freaking nerd. Clamp force is really good. I mean, these aren't gonna be real clampy like an HD600. Everything, it just becomes hot. and achy, man. I don't even know how to describe it, but you'd be hard pressed to find somebody that enjoys the comfort of an Audeze, in all honesty. So comfort, I would have to give, I hate to say it, but probably a C plus, maybe B minus. But for people without herniated discs, it might be a little bit better, but definitely check out the 2C because it's a lot lighter and it feels a lot more comfortable. Build is really, really good. So you got the cups made of bamboo wood, really, really beautiful and all. They really stand out from some of Audeze's newer iterations. The ear cups are made of leather. It's a memory foam, I believe, inside. These are planar magnetics. Talked a lot about planar magnetics. I'll leave a link below to an article I wrote just recently, actually. The headband, also leather. Build is pretty good. It reminds me, though, of a little bit of a Grado with the headband adjustment is a little bit awkward, I guess. That's a trademark of their headphones, so can't really say one way or another whether it's good or bad. The overall build is obviously excellent because it just feels really rugged. Cables terminate in mini XLR, really, really solid. Cable itself terminates at the other end in a 1/4 inch, and it's absolutely mammoth. But yeah, it's ginormous. It's gigantic. It's yeah, this thing is freaking excruciatingly large. Build A+, I would say A. Yeah, you're not gonna want to really take these around out and about with you, but they're obviously meant for the studio, meant to be plugged into a good amp, I would say. It's 70 ohm impedance. It's gonna resist power a little bit, but it's also very efficient at 101 decibels per milliwatt. So it's not gonna require too much power from an amp. For instance, I can plug these into the Black Label and use the Eco setting and be just fine. If you plan on investing in a headphone like this, I would definitely suggest finding a good amp to pair with it. If you just plug these into your phone, you're gonna need a 3.5mm adapter. But I think you could probably get away with something like a Dragonfly with these if you wanted to use it with your phone. They'll probably end up staying on your desk. Last but not least, I use these out of a Black Label, like I said, with running Tidal and lossless files. Just incredible sound all around. There's nothing really else to say about these. So final grade A-. Perfect sound, but not a perfect headphone with regards to build. It does lose some points for that, but otherwise, love it. That's about it for today, folks. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my growing channel. Let me know what I can do to improve. And with that, check 1, 2. I hope you enjoyed this review. 2. It was brought to you by Stu. Who? Me, the lyrical G. Empirical dreams slide through like dream. PC gaming, letting off steam. Got bars for days like a prison inmate. A misdemeanor's fate, no debate. When I wake up, okay, start my day with a cup and I pray I don't faint. I'm a saint of the Most High God. Of the Most High God.